Hello and welcome to HW Blue. This is the third part of Solidworks sketches for absolute beginners. Create a new file. So previously we did this cluster of commands and this one. Today we will be doing these commands over here. So the very first command in this, which is being grayed out right now because it's a editing command instead. So let's make some sketch. I'll make a rectangle. For that I need to select a plane. And let's make a rectangle. Escape. Now it is saying display or delete relations. So display delete relations means you can, when you click on it, you will see relations in the sketch. And if you want to delete any particular relation, you can delete that. So it's a very simple command but very useful when you want to delete particular constants which are automatically given to the sketch. So next we have add relations. So it is like opposite to the previous command, means while deleting, instead of deletion, you are actually adding the relations. For example, it says select entities. So when I select this, it automatically suggests what relations can be given to it. So we can make it horizontal, but it is already horizontal. If you see this is the symbol for horizontal constraint and this is for vertical constraint. This is for coincident. So like that we have got all the relations in it. So when I select this, it says horizontal, vertical. So like that we can add the command. But if I select another entity, it says you want to make it horizontal. So all the possible combinations are suggested here. If I selected perpendicular, now you see there is a perpendicular relation added to it. So next command in this is fully defined sketch. Fully defined sketch is very useful when you have a big sketch and you're not very much bothered about the way of dimensioning it. You just want to have it fixed, not exactly fixed, defined is the correct word. So as you can see, this is particularly a blue sketch, means nothing is defined, means it's not completely defined. It also shows here underdefined. So like that, you are able to see it. So to do that, you can simply click on it, fully defined sketch. It says all selected, all entities in the sketch. You can also select particular entities. So I'm going with all the entities. Okay. So now you see it has turned black because it has automatically created the relations and the dimensions which are needed to make it fully constrained or fully defined. Now you see it is showing here fully defined. So like that, you can make use of this particular command. So the next command in the sequence is repair sketch. So repair sketch, as the name suggests, is basically to repair any sketch. What happens whenever we try to import any sketch from some other file, like maybe a DWG file or something like that, or even though when we draw a new sketch ourselves, some many times it happens that we have this issue. I mean, there is the sketch is having some kind of inconsistencies. So, for example, in this particular sketch, let's define it quickly. So it is defined now. So if I use this command in this, it says no problems found because it is a perfect sketch. It has got a complete loop in it and there's no problem in it. But what if there is a problem? Means I will delete, to illustrate that, I'll delete this particular line. and I will make a new line, and I will intentionally leave a gap. This happens when we import files from different formats. This happens. So now you see there's a gap, and now when I try to run this command, it says description of problem, 2 points gap. So it has basically highlighted the problem. Now we can actually select both of them and make them coincident, and it's done. So if I refresh it, it says no problem found. So like that, it will help you a lot with your sketch errors. So this was repair sketch. Next command is quick snaps. So what does quick snap do? Quick snap is, as the name suggests, it is to snap any particular point. So usually when you create a new line, you see all the snaps are always on, already on. So it when we come near to the middle of the line, it snaps middle, and end of the line it snaps end point, and like that there can be a number of situations. But what if we want to track only one particular point or one particular type of point, say midpoint? So I have to do it like this, and when now even if I select here, it will pick up the midpoint of that particular line. I could have selected something else, maybe yeah, maybe an intersection. But for that, we need to draw some other geometry also. For now, I think this is pretty much clear that it is to, you can say, singularly snap any particular type of point. So moving on to the next command, which is rapid sketch. Rapid sketch, to illustrate this particular command, we need to make a 3D model. Let's make a 3D model out of this. Although we haven't covered extrude yet, we'll cover it in the upcoming videos, but for now I'm making a quick 3D model out of it because to illustrate that command that is needed. So I have made a box out of, I have made a cuboid. Now when I go to sketch and I click rapid sketch, and if I select any line, so you see it is automatically picking up the frame. I simply start drawing here. So it is actually rapidly creating the sketch. And if I want to draw in some other plane, so in one command I am drawing sketches in almost all the planes or whichever plane are needed. So like that. So what is happening in this case, in just one command, we have created multiple sketch. And if I come out of this command, you will see that there are like 5 sketches created. And you can individually edit those. Like this sketch, let's define it. So individually we can work on these sketches. So it is a good command when you have to do something like this. So let's delete this. Next command is instant 2D. So to illustrate that, I'll delete all of this. Yes. And let's go back to our first sketch. So in this case, what instant 2D does is that for when we have to change this dimension, we have to double click on it. For let's do it without instant 2D on. So we double click on it. We will see that it's if I make it say 45, and if I can click on next say, so I'm double clicking it and then entering the value. The other way to change it is I click on it singly and I change the value here like that. But what if this one is on? So it fastens the process. I will just single click here and I can edit it right here. So one click is reduced in this. Single click, 90. So this is what Rapid Sketch is doing. There's another way to edit or change the dimension is I select on it and I can actually drag it, whatever value I want to change it. And there is a ruler on side of it which actually helps us snapping the value which we want to achieve. And the more you zoom, the more accuracy you can get. So this was instant 2D. We delete that. Next command is, or I would say it's an option. It's a shaded sketch contours. So let's keep it off for now first and draw a rectangle. So I have made a rectangle. Now you see it is a closed contour, but what is the advantage of this? If I switch it on, you see it is filled with it. So basically is it's helping us to identify whether the contour is closed or not. So it is good when you start 3D modeling, you can identify whether the sketch is okay or it is not. So this was the last command in this sketch tools. Next, we will be progressing on the features. I mean, I understand it's a bit boring till here, but it's a very important part which we should understand before going to the 3D part. So 2D, you first need to be well versed. So next we'll be taking the features command, and then we also have surfaces, sheet metal, weldments, and there is lot more to do. I will not say it's a very fast, we can say, way to learn, but it's the accurate way to learn. Means the more tools you are aware of, the more productive you can be at your work, and it will definitely fastens your delivery. I hope I was able to help you learn something new, and especially for the absolute beginners. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video.